Okay, here we are. This is the third time I'm trying to record this huge download. So this is electromagnetic energy. I've never heard anyone say this, but I really do believe that this is what this is. Um, Let me get my pen here. So this is North Pole, South Pole in a magnetic field. This is positive current, negative current in an electric field. Positive has to go to negative, right? Bro, stop calling me. Sorry, I keep on getting the same call, like specifically when I'm trying to record this video. It's happened like 5 times already. So, this is groundbreaking. I've never really seen anyone describe this as electromagnetism. But like I said, this is what it is. North Pole, South Pole. Positive charge in a magnetic field, and then the electrical field is plus minus, or however you want to say it. The reason I say this is plus, though, is because this is the right hemisphere of the brain, and I've seen modules online indicating that the right hemisphere is plus. I've seen it 2 different ways now. Someone was teaching on TikTok. I swear these people are trying to block me right now. They're trying to player hate, but I'm gonna get this. So I've seen this taught on TikTok when teaching the Kundalini, and I've seen this taught on I've seen this on a graph or a model on Google. I only saw one, though, really indicated that the right hemisphere is the plus, left hemisphere is the negative. So this is my right hand, on his right side is the plus, and this is the negative. This is Capricorn Aquarius energy, by the way, King of Swords. I'll get to that and tie it to the astrology. But this is an electromagnetic field. So in magnetism, you have a south pole and a north pole, right? And they want to attract however they want to attract, right? This person just keep on calling me, dude. I've never had this before. This is insane. I feel like they're trying to block me or something from this, but I'm not going to let it happen. So plus has to go to minus, plus has to go to minus, minus has to go to plus, minus has to go to plus. Okay. So, Capricorn Aquarius. Oh, okay, well, let's talk a little bit about the Kundalini, right? So, right side of the hemisphere plus, negative side of the hemisphere, or left side of the hemisphere negative. These people are still trying to call me. This is crazy. I don't know what this is. Maybe this is confirmation that I'm onto something here. So the image of the caduceus, right? I've seen an image of the caduceus as speaking to free electric energy, right? The bottom of the caduceus is a container for mercury. Mercury is the conduit. It's on the negative side of the electric spectrum, I guess. Or maybe even magnetic, but south and north. It depends. I'm not too sure if it's a magnetic field or an electric. I think it's an electromagnetic field, and I think it's just an electromagnetic field. These people are calling me crazy. I think it's just an electromagnetic field, talking about how the mercury is a conduit, so its electrons are able to leave easily onto the magnet. So the way that you get the way magnets and electricity work is, well, electricity is an electric current is formed when magnets are spun around a coil, or a piece of wire or conduit is spun around a magnet, right? So in the caduceus, what we're working with is not only as a metaphor for free energy, but a metaphor for the human kundalini and the human battery itself. So you're heating up the mercury. Now, I don't know if that's literally also a shout out to the fact that the human body can carry mercury, but you're heating up 4 on the clock. You're heating up the base or the charge of negative electrons from the conduit, in this case mercury, but it could just be negative charge. And you're driving it upwards. And you have the Pingala and the Ida, which is the coil, the snake, the kundalini. Okay, it's synonymous with copper coil of a conduit and a snake coil of the rising kundalini. The kundalini is the snake energy. At the base, it's dormant, but you have to heat it up with fire. The warmth of the fire is electrons discharging atoms, and being transferred electrically to the mercury. And so when the mercury is too charged, it rises around the coils, and that's how you get an electric current, right? We said it's either if you spin magnets around a conduit, a piece of wire, like copper or what have you, or if you take that conduit and spin it around a magnet. In this case, we're taking the conduit, I believe, this is all me putting it together, the mercury at the bottom, or the kundalini, and you're rising it around the magnetic field, the negative to the positive of the human being. That's what I said, the polarity of minus and plus, or excuse me, south and north. Okay? Which in a weird way, it's confusing, as if we're talking plus and minus magnet or plus and minus electric. I think they're kind of the same, but it's used differently. When we're talking about magnets, we usually say south and north to not confuse it with a plus electrical charge and a minus electrical charge. But it's the same thing, I think, unless I'm speaking out of school. But so Capricorn, Aquarius, I could go on, but it's all related and it's all interconnected. So when you do the Kundalini awakening, what you're doing is you are supercharging, and this was explained to me on TikTok, the right hemisphere, which is plus, here, the right hemisphere shoots on over in a static shock to the subconscious, and the subconscious, it's called the physiological effect. It shoots all these different photons and hits reflector surfaces, and that shoots photons into the magnetic field, and I believe that upgrades your DNA and changes your frequency and your vibration, and it's kind of like timeline jumping, I would imagine. In any event, and I need to make a longer video, but I'm all over the place here because we're connecting all of these ideas. So that's the Kundalini, as taught by the guy that I saw yesterday, but then the Caduceus kind of teaches that as well, the Mercury with the wings, right? You're taking the snake and turning it, the snake is the coil around it, right? And you can see the images of the snake coiling up to the wings. That's Scorpio to the eagle. What else could I say? I want to make a longer video on this because I'm running out of time. Let's see. Let me wrap this up, and I'm going to make a longer video because I only have 8 minutes.